Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're going to be watching this video from. This is your friend again, Update TV in the School of Learning and Development. How are you doing today? I do hope you are having an amazing time, whatever you are. So today, I want to simply quickly talk about managing Microsoft 365 users attributes with the Microsoft Graph PowerShell. Okay, this is known as automating the user attribute management with the Microsoft Graph PowerShell. Okay, so I'm just going to show you how you can actually use the PowerShell, okay, to manage what users what attribute in your Microsoft 365 environment. Okay, so I'm going to create a group, and then I'll show you and put some users in that group, and then use PowerShell to do that. Okay, so now I'm just going to go to my portal. Now I'll come up here, open my now. So this is my portal, admin.microsoft uh, .com. So that's your admin portal. So now when you come up here now, so I'm going to create a folder like I said. So I will go to my identity, which is my Entra ID. I want to use that, so I'll click on this identity, and this should take me so it's going to ask me to authenticate. So I'm just going to my authenticator, and then use that matching number I have on my screen. Okay, so this is it. So this is my Entra ID environment. Okay, so now I'm just going to create a user. I'll go to groups. Under groups, I'll come up here. I'll come up here and click on new groups. Now I'll create a user. I can create security group, or I create 365 group. So let me just use the security group. So let's assume these are our contractors. Okay, or let me give it a different, I think I have that name in my tenant. So so where in a case I have users in this group and I need to update a certain attribute of that users. Okay, so now I'm going to create the group. Now let me give it a name. So let me say development team. So I'm just going to development team. I do hope I don't have it on my time. So come up here, give a description if you want to. I'm just going to give it a description if I want to. If I don't, so I don't want to apply a role, so I'll just leave that no. Then membership type, I'll leave that unassigned. Then I'll add an owner. Come up here. I'll give myself as the owner. Okay, you come up here. Just give it the owner, and then click on select. Now, so once you do that, now members. So here I'll come up here, I'll add my members. So it depends on the members that you want to change their attribute. Let's assume I have some member, I need to change their attribute to certain. I'm going to show you on the portal. So I'll just come up here, I will apply. Let me just use this user. I'll just come up here, click on this user here. Come up here again, look for another user. Okay, I'll click on that user. So let me look for another user again. So I'll use this one. So I have three users. I'll click on my select. I'll click on select. So I have that three users. So I'm going to be changing their attributes. So I'll click on create. So I'll create that particular group. Now I've created that group and I've added those users. Okay. So now if I come up here, if I go back to all groups here, and then I'm going to look for that group I just created now, which is the development team. Okay, so this is the group here, so I'll click on that. So if you look at it now, I'll click on members here. So when you go to your members, these are the members in this group. Now I want to change their attribute now from, let's say I want to give them the part-time, okay, part-time staff. So if I click on this user here now, if I come up here, I'll click on this edit properties. When you click on edit properties, you now come up here, job information. So if you come up here, you can see that employee type, there's nothing there, okay? So this is the attribute I want to change, okay? I want to put the employee type to be as part-time, but I don't want to type it manually. I want to use the PowerShell graph, okay, to do that. Let's assume we have, let's say we have like 100 users, okay, in that particular group, and we can't just go there and start changing the attribute of those users, okay? So what I will just do, I will now use PowerShell to do that. Okay, so that I said is managing Microsoft 365 user attributes with Microsoft Graph PowerShell. Okay, so now you've seen the users, you've seen that there's no attribute. Let me go back and check so I can show you the other user. So you come up here, this other user here. If you click on this edit properties, come up here, information, you can see there's nothing there. Okay, so now we are going to see how we are going to use PowerShell. Now to do that, we have to go back here and then come to this group here. Under this group here, this group now, we need the group ID. So I need the object ID to be able to do that, okay, from that particular script. Okay, so I'll come up here, I'll copy this object ID because I need that object ID. So then you come up here, you open your PowerShell. So open your PowerShell with an admin. So to be able to do that, you must be a global administrator, or you have the user administrator role. Okay, so come up here, I'll open my PowerShell. So I'll open this PowerShell with my admin, right click, say run as administrator, click on yes. So now my PowerShell has been opened now. Now I've opened this PowerShell. So what do I need to do to be able to do this particular one? So you need to ensure that you need to set up the connection. And how do you do if you have not run your PowerShell before? Okay, so you need to install that module, which is the Microsoft Graph module. Okay, so that module has to be installed if you've not installed it before. So I have installed it. So all I just need to do is to connect to my tenant. Okay, so to connect to my tenant, there's a script I have here. Come up here. So this is the script here. You have connect Microsoft Graph hyphen scope. So the scope I'm connecting to is what? Users.write does read write dot all. Can you see now? Group.all, sorry, Group.Read.All. Okay, so that is that. I'll come up here, I'll copy this one here now. So before I copy that, let me just paste that attribute down here because I'll still need it. So I'll come up here, I'll copy this particular script now. Okay, come up here, you say copy, and you come to your PowerShell and you just right click, you paste it, and you press enter. Then it's going to bring out a box asking you to log in with your credentials. Okay, so I'm just come up here, click on this my admin account here. I'll click on that, and then I'll put in my password. Okay, so this is my global administrator account. Okay, so click on that, click on sign in. Now, so once you do that, you can see that it has signed you in automatically. Can you see that now? So it's telling you that it has signed in. So now I've connected my I've connected to what? To my tenant. Okay, so now the next thing I now need to do is to now run that particular script, okay, that will enable me to what? To change that user attribute. Okay, so depending on what you want to change, so you can, that attribute you can change, or maybe if it's department, or you can change if it's job title, you can change the office location. So they are different, but one I just want to change is what? The employee type. Okay, so I want to, because they are part-time employee in my organization, so I need to change that particular attribute. Okay, so don't forget that if you don't have that, you need to install that particular PowerShell module first. Okay, so once you install that, then you can now simply now run that particular script. Okay, now I'm just going to show you the script now. So 1 second. So I have the script here. Okay, so I'll come up here now. So now this is my script I need to run. Okay, so this is the script I need to run to be able to what? To be able to achieve that particular aim. Okay, so I'm just going to explain it briefly now. You can see I have dollar group ID equal to, so here this is where you now put that particular group ID. Okay, so this is my group ID, the one I copied. This is it here, I've copied here. So I'll just come up here, copy it, and go to that script, and then I'll paste that group ID. Okay, now remember that the group ID is this particular group here, this development team. Okay, this is the group ID, so you need this group ID. Okay, so you can see that now I have the group ID. Now I've pasted the group ID. Now you now have $users equals to get membership, sorry, get group members. Okay, now this simply means that it will now loop through, it will go each through and then look and now update. Okay, update what the membership what type. Okay, so now, and what is the membership part is updating? The employee part, which is what you are having here. Okay, so it's going to update it to what? To part-time. So it depends on if it's full-time, you can put it there. So it depends on what you actually want to do. Okay, so what I just need to do here, you can see it now said look for each. So it's going to look through each users and then update what the user, which is this mg means Microsoft Graph. Okay, user id dot id employee equals to what? The part-time. So I'll just copy this particular script here. Just copy all this script, come up here, copy that. And once I do that, I'll go to my PowerShell and then I'll come up here. I'll just paste it and then I'll press my enter. Now, once you press your enter, you can see that now it has returned for you. So it means that it is now done. Okay. So you can see that. Let me zoom so that you can see it very well. So can you see that now? So it means that what this is now what done perfectly for you. So all you just need to do now, I'll go back, I'll come back here, and then I'll go back to this particular group where I have those users. I'll go to the all groups. This is, click on it, and then I'll come to members. Once you come to members, this is the first user. I'll click on this user and I'll click on edit attribute. You know, I showed you before, there was nothing there. So you come to information, job information. So can you see now? Can you see the employee now? You can see that the attribute has changed to what? To part-time. So you can do it for any of these ones. So it depends on what you want to do. Okay, you can see now the attribute has changed to what? I've put it as part-time. So if you go back again, let me check the other user. I'll come up here, click on this user. I'll come up here and click on this edit properties. I'll come click on job information. Can you see that now? So if you have 100 users, no matter the amount of users you have in that particular group, the attribute of those users will be changed automatically. Okay, why? Because of what you have specified what from this particular script what you want to do. Okay, so we've specified what the group what ID, which is known as the object ID. Okay, so you can find the object ID in your Microsoft Entra ID environment. Okay, so you can also create the group in Microsoft 365 and then come to, but I just want to create it in the Entra ID environment. Okay, so this is how you can simply what manage what user attribute what in the Microsoft 365 environment using what the Microsoft Graph PowerShell. Okay, I do hope you have learned one or two things from this short video. Okay, so I'm just going to put the script in the comment. I'll put the script in the description, okay, in this video. Okay, so I'll put the script so you can actually try that in your own tenant environment. Okay, so I do hope you have learned one or two things from this short video. Okay, so I remain your friend Okoyemi Stephen in the School of Learning and Development. If you are just coming, if you are just seeing this video for the first time or seeing my video for the first time, I will encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, click on the like button, click on the notification button, comment, and also share, okay, to somebody who you know will need this. Okay, and my upcoming subscriber, thank you for always coming, thank you for always viewing my video anytime I post new video. Okay, thank you, I do appreciate what you are doing. Okay, so thank you and I will see you some other times. Bye bye for now.